human rights means that everyone's rights has been kept in mind and everyone gets the same opportunities.
And that silent head grip can't do it no more.
Human rights for me means that I can express myself and be whatever I am.
Just telling you there's a contact. Ooh, damn, you're right.
I think human rights are important and it's important to think of them, but I don't know if the thing I want to work with affects the human rights or not.
For example, my career as an indigenous rights expert, whatever, is because I have my life because of their suffering.
I'm working with human rights because I see a lot of bad things happening in Lithuania, so I want that it will change and it will be better in Lithuania for gay rights, women rights and all kind of human rights in Lithuania. So that's the main goal for me.
So what human rights mean to me is basically it's the fundamentals of how we are supposed to treat each other as human beings, and I find that we still have a long way to go. Not in every country, but in many countries we are far from fulfilling human rights, and it's the basic needs of human. We need to focus on the human rights.
The problem in Lithuania for human rights is women's rights, and I think it's just for me how can I see from my perspective, it's like the biggest problem in Lithuania.
When it comes to the biggest problems of human rights situation in Lithuania, I would say, first of all, it's still this indivisibility of human rights is in question. So still few people believe that you can choose some rights to protect and others not. And of course it should be the right of peaceful assembly has to be strengthened, the right to influence politics, to influence decisions has to be strengthened, the right to be different, the right to have to choose your own sexual orientation, the right to be free of persecution has to be also ensured. And what the role journalism has here, I think journalists play a huge role because mainly people are getting information from different sources of media, which is provided and created by journalists. Journalists have, I believe, a big responsibility. They have to also be sensible, they have to draw attention to different human rights violations.
I think journalists can use more time to research the situation in Norway and if we're following or not following the human rights, and write articles that reveals the truth.
Journalists can make a difference in women's rights if they can write more articles about women's rights and what are the main problems in women's rights and how can we help it and make it better in the future.